All right, this is part 3 of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules. We're starting with Tuesday. I thought I was done hearing about Riley's trip, but I was wrong. Yesterday, our social studies teacher asked Riley to tell the class all about his vacation, and today he came to school wearing this ridiculous costume. But what was even worse was when some girls came up to Riley at lunch and started kissing his butt. And they're saying, "Will you tell us more about your trip?" He says, "Sí," which means yes in Spanish. And you can see his themed costume there. But then I realized maybe that wasn't such a bad thing after all, so I started parading Riley around the cafeteria because, after all, he is my best friend. And there's Greg saying, "Riley here just got back from South Dakota. South America," he said. Whatever. Saturday. Dad has been taking me to the mall every Saturday for the past few weeks. At first, I thought it was because he wanted to spend more time with me. But then I realized he's just making sure he's out of the house for Rodrick's band practices, which I can totally understand. Rodrick and his heavy metal band practice in the basement on weekends. The lead singer of the band is the guy named Bill Walter, and me and Dad bumped into Bill on the way out the door today. And there he is right here, saying, "Morning, Mr. Hestley." Bill doesn't have a job, and he still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old. I'm pretty sure Dad's worst fear is that Rodrick's going to see Bill as some kind of role model, and that Rodrick will want to follow in Bill's footsteps. So whenever Dad sees Bill, it just puts him in a bad mood for the rest of the day. The reason Rodrick invited Bill to be in his band was because Bill got voted most likely to be a rock star when he was in high school. Nah, that hasn't really worked out for Bill yet, and I think I heard Anna Retham is in prison. Anyway, me and Dad went to the mall for a few hours today. When we got back, Rodrick's band practice wasn't over yet. You could hear the guitars and drums from a block away, and there were a bunch of random teenagers hanging out in our driveway. I guess they must have heard the music coming out of the basement and got drawn to it, sort of like how moths get drawn to a light. When Dad saw all those teenagers in the driveway, he totally freaked out. You can see all the teenagers. There's Dad. Dad ran inside to call the cops, but Mom stopped him before he could dial 911. Mom said those teenagers weren't doing any harm and that they were just appreciating Rodrick's music. But I don't even know how she could say that with a straight face. And if you ever heard Rodrick's band, you know what I mean. Dad couldn't relax, though, with all those teenagers out in our driveway. You can see Dad here peeking through the window. So Dad went upstairs and got his boombox, and then he put on a classical music CD and let it play. And we do not believe how quickly the driveway cleared out after that. See all the teenagers, they're leaving. Dad was pretty proud of himself for thinking of that one, but Mom accused him of getting rid of Rodrick's fans on purpose. "What, I can't enjoy my music too?" asked Dad. Now we're on to Sunday. Today on the car ride to church, I was making faces at Manny, trying to get him to laugh. I made this one face and made Manny laugh so hard that apple juice came out of his nose. There he is. But then Mom said, "You could have killed him." Well, once Mom put that thought in Manny's head, it was all over. See, this is the reason I keep my distance from Manny. Every time I try to have a little fun with him, I end up regretting it. I remember when I was younger and Mom and Dad told me I was getting a little brother, I was really excited. After all those years of getting pushed around by Rodrick, I was definitely ready to move up a notch on the totem pole. So he wanted a little brother that he could kick himself, just like Rodrick kicks him when he was little. But Mom and Dad have always been super protective of Manny, and they won't let me lay a finger on him, even if he totally deserves it. Like the other day, I plugged in my video game system and it wouldn't start. I opened it up and found out that Manny had stuffed a chocolate chip cookie in the disk drive. And of course, Manny used the same excuse he always uses when he breaks my stuff. "I'm only 3. I really wanted to let Manny have it, but I couldn't do anything with Mom standing right there. Mom said she would have a talk with Manny, and they went downstairs. A half hour later, they came back up to my room, and Manny was holding something in his hands. I'm sorry, Bubby, he said. It was a ball of tinfoil with a bunch of toothpicks sticking out of it. And before we go any further, I actually have a video clip from the movie of the scene we just read.
What? Hey, a cookie. Manny, what have you done?
I'm only 3.
What's going on? What did you do to him?
Nothing. He ruined my video game.
Oh, he didn't do anything on purpose, did you, honey?
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He's only 3.
I'm only 3.
Okay, let's go, sweetie. You want another cookie?
It's so unfair. I have Rodrick making my life a misery on one side and Manny attacking me from the other. And I'm the only one who seems to get blamed for anything. Wonder what it'd be like to have a family that actually loves me.
Little boy, we're a very rich couple with no children and so much love to share. Won't you come be part of our family?
Finally! Someone I can leave my billions to.
So, Manny, as a way of saying sorry, made Greg a ball of tinfoil with a bunch of toothpicks sticking out of it. Don't ask me how that was supposed to make up for my broken video game system. I went to throw the stupid thing away, but Mom wouldn't even let me do that. Your brother made that for you, she said. The first chance I get, the thing's going in the trash. Because mark my words, if I don't get rid of it, I'm going to end up sitting on it. Even though Manny drives me totally nuts, there is one reason I like having him around. Ever since Manny started talking, Rodrick has stopped making me sell chocolate bars for his school fundraisers. And believe me, I'm grateful for that. And this is Greg asking, hello, sir. Would you like to help support? Not interested. And I'm sure he slams the door. But now, with Manny selling the chocolates, would you like some chocolates? And the grown-ups are saying, how precious. And they're giving them money. Monday. Madame Lefebvre made us write our first pen pal letters today. I got assigned to this kid named Mamadou Montpierre, and I guess he lives someplace in France. I know I'm supposed to write in French, and Mamadou is supposed to write in English, but to be honest with you, writing in a foreign language is pretty hard. So I really don't see the need for both of us to stress out over this whole pen pal thing. Dear Mamadou, first of all, I think we should just both write in English to keep things simple. By the way, remember how I said I was going to end up sitting on Manny's spiky tinfoil ball thing? Well, I was half right. Rowley came over today to play video games, and he ended up sitting on it. I'm actually kind of relieved, to be honest with you. I lost track of that thing a couple days ago. I'm just glad it finally turned up. And in all the commotion, I threw Manny's gift in the garbage. But something tells me Mom wouldn't have stopped me this time. All right, I think we'll stop it here and pick up tomorrow.